Hello, welcome to Examining Fictional Heroes and the Authors Behind Them. My name is Wayne Browder. Tonight, I want to read to you a short excerpt from The Chessmen of Mars by Edgar Burroughs. This is following a battle that Gahan of Gathal had with beings that call themselves Chaldanes. These beings are basically heads that attach themselves to bodies that they use to perform work. The bodies themselves have no will or movement of their own. "You are not wounded?" she asked. "No, Terror of Helium," he replied. "They were scarce worth the effort of my blade, and never were they a menace to me because of their swords." "They should have slain you easily," said Gek. "So great and highly developed is the power of reason among us that they should have known before you struck just where, logically, you must seek to strike. And so they should have been able to parry your every thrust and easily find an opening to your heart." "But they did not, Gek," Gahan reminded him. "Their theory of development is wrong, for it does not tend toward a perfectly balanced whole. You have developed the brain and neglected the body, and you can never do with the hands of another what you can do with your own hands. Mine are trained to the sword. Every muscle responds instantly and accurately, and almost mechanically, to the need of the instant. I am scarcely objectively aware that I think when I fight. So quickly does my point take advantage of every opening, or spring to my defense if I am threatened, that it is almost as though the cold steel had eyes and brains. You, with your Chaldane brain and your Rykor body, never could hope to achieve in the same degree of perfection those things that I can achieve. Development of the brain should not be the sum total of human endeavor. The richest and happiest peoples will be those who attain closest to well-balanced perfection of both mind and body. And even these must always be short of perfection. In absolute and general perfection lies stifling monotony and death. Nature must have contrasts. She must have shadows as well as highlights. Sorrow with happiness, both wrong and right, and sin as well as virtue. When God created us in the beginning, he said, "Let us make man in our own image." God is a triune, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. We were formed also as a 3-in-1. We have a body, we have a mind, and we have a spirit. Often, we will nourish or train one, generally the physical, above or to the detriment of the others. Some people, they will train the mental in detriment to the other two. You must work and nourish each part of your being in order to have a healthy whole. And I am subject to problems with this as well. For instance, in my physical training, I may concentrate on exercise or nutrition to the detriment of rest. I still to this day don't allow myself enough rest. And I pay for that in the long run. I run to a certain point and then I basically shut down because I don't allow for it. We put rest off. We always say later, we'll rest later. I submit to you that many of us do that, most usually with our spiritual lives. We exercise our bodies and we nourish them. We read, perhaps we watch things that are informative as well as entertaining, but we put our spiritual self off until we find ourselves in a bind. So I want to put to you the importance of working and nourishing all three parts of your being in order to make a more harmonious whole. I hope you enjoyed this. I appreciate you taking the time to listen and, get involved, like, respond, comment. All is appreciated. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.